Welcome to today's show of Breakdown. Of course, I am Rocky. That is Bob. Big shout out.
Hey guys. This ain't because we are in the Valentine mood. I'm pretty sure all you know by now about the Nick Young and D'Angelo Russell situation. And for Nick Young, it is a thin line between love and hate.
BSS Carolinas presents Pod Trolling, where we highlight the troll athletes of the week.
Welcome to BSS Carolinas Wednesday show of Pod Trolling, and I will let Big Shot explain what we're doing about this show today. And welcome on Periscope. You can listen on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, and iHeartRadio.
So, Pod Trolling is where we search the interwebs just for you guys to troll your favorite athletes. And everybody knows what trolling is now. Athletes calling out other athletes, disrespecting athletes, and just saying off-the-wall stuff or doing off-the-wall things, such as videos, tweets, Instagrams, whatever. And if you want to get in on the fun, if you have something that you want to put out to patrol an athlete that we may have missed, please send it to us. We love to have
Pablo's on the show. He just said D'Angelo.
Oh, yeah.
D'Angelo, yeah.
He is the number one troll. And this goes back to early in the season when he tried to say Tracy McGrady was the best shooting guard ever. And Kobe Bryant had to say, hold on, dog. Don't you forget? You forgot. You play with me. So, rule one. Don't tell a 19-year-old kid anything. They are worse than broken refrigerators. They can't hold nothing. They are not grown men, obviously.
Well, part of it is also millennials. I mean, today's young guys and young women are different than growing up 20 years ago.
I mean, but
they've got social. You know this. In today's world, you do anything, it is on Twitter. It is on everything. It's on. It's everywhere you can put it. Your business is out everywhere.
But you're a teammate. Some stuff you got to keep quiet. I mean, this goes back to when you were a kid. No one likes a tattletale. Who likes a tattletale? And obviously, people don't get that. So I guess we need to go back to grabbing tattletales and beating them up in the corner or something. I don't know.
I just think it's the times we live in. And Nick Young, there's a thin line between love and hate. I'm just saying, so. I know Iggy is, so, and if you look at his face on the video at the end, he's like,
he said, "What? Huh?
I'm on your
video." And it still made it public. So, who did you leak this video to, D'Angelo?
First of all, Nick Young, if you know he recorded it, why is it not deleted? I'll be like, dude, hey.
He didn't go grab his phone and smash it or throw it off the balcony or something.
But Nick Young, to me, has always been, I want my name to be on the spotlight because I'm a superstar. I'm Swaggy P, which I still don't get why you're Swaggy P, but all right.
Yeah, well, it comes back to bite you in the end, but I haven't heard anything from Iggy, so it doesn't sound like she's going anywhere. And, I mean, you know how NBA players are. Drake put it out there at the ESPY Awards. Side pieces. We know they got them. It just comes with that territory. So if you're an NBA wife or a mainstay girlfriend, just prepared to have some side pieces be floating around in these guys' lives. Sorry.
Yeah, but let me see. I'm trying to look back at it and see. Oh, here we go. 2 hours ago, she made a post. She's in the New York Post saying some stuff. And if you haven't seen the video, all you got to do is Google.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere right now.
Everywhere.
Everybody's talking about it. Basically, Russell asked, you was 30 and she was 19, and what about Amber Rose? You never tried. No, she knows she's my girl, Young says Azalea. But yeah, I'm glad you told my video all that stuff. Let's see, here we go. I see D'Angelo Russell is trending. I actually like his film. Thanks, bro. That's what Azalea said.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it's bothering Iggy. So, we go, watch your mouth around D'Angelo Russell, because obviously he's going to put your business out there. Congratulations. Let's move on to some other trolls on the social network. Who we got?
Who you got? Oh, you want me to?
Who you got
the next one is, you want to talk about, I want to say Norman and Beckham for last.
Okay.
LAPD investigating death threat of Chris Paul's wife.
What?
Yeah. Let me pull up the complete story. But yeah, there's somebody made a death threat to Chris Paul's wife.
Why?
I had to, where is it? Let me find the video. But yeah, he made a death threat on Chris Paul's wife.
Now that's a troll that needs to go back under the bridge and permanently stay there. How do you make a death threat to Chris Paul's wife? People are crazy, man. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, come on. I mean, but it's so bad that the FBI now is involved in this.
Let's get this guy off the streets. He sounds like one of those crazies. While Rock is pulling that up, let's give a shout out to CJ McCollum. Last week, everybody knows about Dwight Howard and the Stickum situation. So the next night, after the Stickum thing comes out, the Rockets are in Oklahoma City playing the Thunder. It's late in the game. James Howard lobs a pass to Dwight Howard, which he can't catch. And immediately after the game, CJ McCollum tweets out, should have used the Stickum. Hashtag too soon. Now that's a great troll right there. Sorry, Dwight. You should have used your Stickum.
Man, Dwight's just getting fooled made out of.
He's getting trolled hard.
He should be. He's an idiot.
I was reading T.O. and Chad Ochocinco had a little thing going on. A fan tweeted out to Ocho that, hey, you would slap T.O. for $5 million, wouldn't you? And then Chad reposts, man, I've already put them hands on T.O. and I did it for free. And then T.O. reposts, ha ha, laugh out loud. If he tried to put them hands on me, you know what would happen. So, I mean, T.O. and Chad, they always got something going on, man. I love those guys.
I miss those characters in the NFL. I'm talking, you know what's fun? It's no good. I mean, now you got people acting like Beckham and Norman that we know they don't, but I'm talking about good, fun rivalry in the NFL. We don't have it.
We don't have that.
And it's going away. Now Peyton and Tom Brady's gone. We knew on the field they were big rivalries, but off the field they liked each other and hung out.
Yeah.
And we didn't talk about it a lot because they didn't let it show.
They did it. They did things in private. Peyton probably flew his family down to Giselle's Island and they hung out quiet where no cameras and photogs are available to be seen. Now, if Russell Wilson and Cam Newton start throwing some verbal jabs at each other, that would be great because they got a little budding rivalry building up.
That could be, but everybody hates Cam Newton.
And they love Russell Wilson. So
because Cam Newton, but Cam is not going to get loved. I mean, he just goes about it different because he's very smug. Very smug about everything. Cam is. And everybody will tell you that in Charlotte. He's a very smug guy because he's very confident. Which I ain't got a problem with that. But
I mean, it is what it is. Either love them or hate them. Just,
Right.
I mean, love is play. And of course, we want to talk about Beckham and Norman.
Well, let me go back to the Chris Paul
Okay.
incident. I just pulled it up, and what happened, the tweet in question was CP3. If I knew where you lived, I'd probably kill your wife and frame you for it. I would watch it on Dateline and get away with it.
Wow.
I watch Dateline, I'd get away
What
with
was the name of the guy that posted a tweet?
it.
Did they have his Twitter handle so you guys can get at this guy?
Also reported LAPD is currently investigating an Instagram troll who's been harassing him and his wife for more than a year. You're talking about trolling, but this is a little bit too much. The person harassing Paul is alleged performing a campaign of cyber humiliation. Come on, dude.
Cyber humiliation. Do you think these athletes care what you say about them? Some of them do. Some of them do get sensitive.
But leave his wife and his
wife
family.
out.
You
If
know,
you want to bash Chris Paul because he hasn't gotten your team to where you think or believe he should have gotten your team, then that's one thing. But going after a man's wife, going after a man's kids, that's something totally different, man. Y'all need to get off that stuff immediately.
absolutely. I mean, come on.
And if we could find your Twitter handle, we would get at you and let you know exactly how we are feeling.
Let me say one thing. People on social media take it a little too far sometimes, attacking somebody. You know, you don't know who I am. You don't know what I do. You don't know Big Shot. I mean, you know, you can't just, if you don't like us, don't go straight to Twitter and say, well, y'all are a bunch of, you know, come on. You don't know us personally. Don't attack me personally. You can attack me on air all you want. But some other news, moving on. Eagle fan gets photo with Tom Brady, trolls Patriots fans by calling him a F boy, F blank 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 boy on Twitter. I was checking out a woman in security, and it turned out to be Giselle with her F blank 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 husband. And I can't fill it in because we're on the radio, so I'm not going to go with that.
But use your imagination, people.
But, you know, come on, man. You got a picture with Tom Brady and his wife, and you're going to troll him on Twitter? I hate to admit it, he was mad nice, and Giselle is the only one who gave me a hard time about being an Eagles fan. Really? But there's a whole bunch of tweets going back and forth with Patriots fans, which I know you're okay with. Video surfaces of Mississippi State recruit beating up a woman, newly signed. And, dude, you think Ray Rice's video was bad? This one is even worse. I'm not going to show it, but it's on our Facebook page.
College kids, man. Was it his girlfriend or just some random kid?
Random girl.
Keep your hands to yourself, man.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want anyone slapping your mama around, would you?
You wouldn't think.
Ridiculous, man.
We got to stop. We got to stop taking. I mean, you can't. I don't care if, you know, I don't care who it is. Leave your hands off of a woman.
Exactly.
The next one I got is Mavs Mark Cuban criticizes ref during game versus Warriors on Twitter. Derek Stafford has mailed it in. That travel was not a travel, and that no call. And the no call, excuse me. Rick needs to get a tech.
This is during the game. I
yeah.
mean, this sounds like some Mark Cuban stuff, though.
And then he tweeted Nate Duncan, NBA, ESPN, McMahon, I want a ref management team that demands quality instead of brain scans and one that doesn't have politicians.
Man.
Then he goes, we are paying the price for horrible hiring and training during the Ronnie Nunn era.
He is bashing the referees.
Dude, do you blame him?
Officiating is bad all across the board. Some nights it goes your way and some nights it doesn't. It is what it is. I mean, your team isn't going anywhere anyway.
Well, they're in the battle for the 8th seed.
Wow, really? Congratulations. You get to play Golden State in the first round, which you're going to get swept. That sounds like a winning proposition to me.
Hey, at least they would be in the playoffs.
I guess. I mean, they do get more money if the team does make the playoffs. So I guess you do want that extra money that comes with making the playoffs. But way to go, Mark Cuban. Bash the referees all you want to. They can't find you. And even if they do, it won't affect you much.
Nope. You want to go into the last one?
Yeah, finally, Odell Beckham and Josh Norman. Last week, Josh Norman is on ESPN Sports Nation.
We forgot Hobla is a Dallas Mavs fan.
Oh, that's
so,
right.
He's talking about it's revenge time if they get 8 seed.
Okay.
I think they could win a couple games against the Warriors.
Win the A game, maybe?
They might win a couple. But anyway, you were talking about...
Anyway, Josh Norman's on ESPN Sports Nation. They're playing the game with Norman. They're showing him pictures and asking him for one-word answers. So they hold up a picture of Odell Beckham Jr. And Norman goes, he's okay. And then they're getting on about, he's just okay, this, that, and the third. Go on, spill how you really feel. And then a tweet comes in from Odell Beckham that goes, that boy should thank me for all I did for him, though. LOL. Wow. Then Norman still didn't reply to it. Did he reply to him on Twitter?
No, he did.
What did he say on Twitter?
As your boy, Drake, would say, trigger finger turn to Twitter fingers, huh? And then I'm not going to subtweet you. I am at you. So what up? What's up? That was it. And there's nothing back.
There's nothing back.
After that.
I did see Odell Beckham posted on Easter, though, that, it's Easter Sunday, and he didn't want to get into any sins, and he was talking about the Carolina game when Carolina was playing and stuff, so maybe he left it alone, but he did started up with Odell, with Josh Norman. I guess Odell, was feeling bored and just wanted to get at him. So
now,
it is what it is.
Beckham did come back with like a smiley face and different things, but he didn't say anything else. He just, see you on the field is what it was.
The Panthers and the Giants are probably going to play each other again this year.
They are.
And then that'll be a fun game to watch.
With and what's going to be interesting is with the new 2 personal fouls leading to ejection, if they get to those 2 personal fouls.
Now, I don't see it going like it went last year in last year's game, but I can still see the trash talk, the verbal jabs at each other, verbally assaulting each other. So I can't wait for that game. I can't wait for the NFL season to roll back around.
It'll be here soon. We're officially less than a month away from the NFL draft.
The NFL draft.
And we will be doing a preview talking about it on tomorrow's show, but next week we'll do more in-depth, start breaking down each position. Tight end, quarterback, you name it.
And what your team may need, and what do you want to see your team draft? That would be the best question. Because I would like to hear from fans, because GMs don't care, but we want to hear what you want to draft. I know what Rock wants for his team.
I want Jalen Ramsey.
Everybody wants Jalen Ramsey, but he only can go to one team.
And actually, Jalen Ramsey, this is a side note, he actually on Twitter said, he said, Titans, I'm the number 1 pick in the draft.
He probably is, but
he wants Derrick Henry. You want Derrick Henry? We can get Derrick Henry in the 2nd round. Maybe, or late in the 1st. Trade up in the 1st and get Derrick Henry.
A lot of people want Derrick Henry. I'm not sold on Derrick Henry, man. I'm really not sold on Derrick Henry. He's big. He reminds me so much of Ron Dane. And we know what happened to Ron Dane when Ron Dane got in the league. He doesn't have that explosion, that burst to when you see the hole, you hit the hole and you skeet through it. I don't see that from Derrick Henry, and you need that in the NFL. It's not college.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan also.
It is not college. I'd rather see them take the running back from the University of Florida in the 2nd round.
The Cowboys?
Yeah. You could get him 2nd, 3rd round.
I think we try. If we get Henry, we get him late in the 1st round, early in the 2nd. WrestleMania is this weekend. Actually, I'm heading out Friday morning. I'll be in Dallas Friday, so I'm gonna check out your Rangers, and then wrestling the next 2 days.
WrestleMania's gonna be huge.
Yeah. And
Raw was amazing on Monday night. They came out, Shane McMahon, right at the Undertaker. They are hyping WrestleMania. Shane McMahon dives from the top rope through the announce table through the Undertaker. I didn't know Shane O'Mac still had all that in him.
Yeah, he still got it, man, a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they did it too early. They shouldn't have for the last part of the show.
Nah,
Instead of the beginning.
You want to hype the crowd. Go ahead and get it done in the beginning. That way you can get.
Where the ending's so let down because, Roman Reigns is people, yeah. So,
I feel like The Rock is going to have something to do with the match at WrestleMania to help Roman Reigns out. Because The Rock can't go in a WrestleMania without making an appearance. They have to have an appearance by the Great One. Watch what I'm telling you.
Oh, no, he will. He will definitely make an appearance. Did you have any other Twitter trolls?
Those are the Twitter trolls for this week. Again, if you have any great Twitter trolls you want to share with us at BSS Carolinas, please hit us up on our Facebook page. Hit us up on Instagram. Do we have an Instagram page? I don't know.
Yes, it's breakdownsportshow.com.
Hit us up on Twitter.
BSS Carolinas on Twitter. You'll see a new iTunes page for us. We got all our shows up there, and there's a new picture and everything up there.
And if you're ever in the Charlotte area and you want to stop in the studio and be a guest co-host, let us know. Let us know.
We might be able to arrange that.
Well, I think we can get y'all in here. We got a little pool around here.
And don't forget, tomorrow we have our regular show. It's going to be a preview of the weekend. Talk about all the big stuff coming up. We got the Masters coming up in 2 weeks. We're going to talk about that next week.
Oh, man. April 7th.
April 7th. We got to talk about that next weekend. There's a whole bunch of sports stuff we got to get into. Baseball starting this weekend.
Love that. 2 days, 7 games, all being broadcast on ESPN.
Yeah.
It's just that time of the year, man.
Definitely. You got anything else?
Always, sports is life.
And you can catch us everywhere. Nick Young, this is for you.
Side piece.
See y'all later.
I'm coming home, let the rain wash away.
Are you okay with just 23 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I mean, I didn't know what else we were going to talk about as far as Twitter stuff.
That was cool, man. It don't need to be too long.
I mean, we can play it. Oh, shit.